Don't play with it, don't be dishonest. Still not understanding.
Morning everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So this morning we are going to do something a little bit fun. Donuts. So I thought I would do some resin donuts. I have some sprinkles, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and make a beige base for the donuts. Obviously I can't dome them because they'll go too high, so I'm going to do them. I'm not bothered if you just do like to there and then the flat on one side, because they'll be rounded off on the other side. And then I'm going to come back later on once they're cured, and I'm going to be using another resin. So for this I'm going to be using, for the bottom layer, I'm going to be using the Apex High Gloss resin by Just For Online UK. And then for the top layer, to decorate, I'm going to be using the Let's resin, because I find the Let's resin is a lot thicker than the Just For You Online UK resin. So that will be good for doing the top coat. We'll do some kind of like icing and just some sprinkles to see how they go. So I just thought I would come on first before mixing everything up and getting everything prepared for the video, and just do a little introduction and say good morning to everybody. So I'm going to bob you on pause now, and then I will be able to go and do everything that I need to do, and I'll be back with my resin and hopefully a decent colour for the base. See you shortly. So I have 150 mils of resin in my pot. I have 75 mils of A and 75 mils of B, and for the base colour I am using the Istoyo's pearlescent pigment powders, basically mica powder, and I'm using chocolate. I've just put a little dab of that in, and these are from Facebook, from Resin Supplies Den. It's a group over on Facebook that you can buy all sorts of things for resin. So I got these off a lady called Yvonne, I think it was. But do go and check them out. I will link their group in the description, and in the description I will link discount codes and products that I have used today. I have a 15% discount for resins from Just For You Online UK, and a 10% discount with Istoyo for any products. So I'm just going to give this a mix and see if we can get a nice colour, because I don't want something too dark, but I don't want it too light. I need something that looks baked, if that makes sense. Let me just bob you online, because there's nothing more off like I always get tongue twisted. Let me just bob you on pause and I'll get this mixed up properly, and then I'll be back. Right, so I managed to get like a biscuit colour, which would be perfect for the bottom. It's really like a dough colour. And I added the beige, a little bit of yellow, the chocolate from Istoyo, and then I used the Cast and Craft white just to lighten it a little bit. So that's all mixed up now, and I'm going to get this poured in there. But before I pour that in there, I'm going to have to get my heat mat, because I've just got a new levelling table, because my Let's Resin one bent in the middle, I don't know why, and I think I didn't even realise until my partner pointed it out for me. So we have a new levelling table, which I also have a discount code for, Jdiction, so I will link that in the description along with the rest. I'm going to pop you on hold while I get the heat mat before I pour these, just so that I don't have to disturb the resin. One moment. Right, that's much better. So where was I? Right, yeah, mixing, not mixing, pouring this into there. I just had to get some baby wipes. One day I will be fully prepared for resin. Right. I have got my 7-year-old off today. He's got an upset tummy, and I've got my 3-year-old off. He's been off school since Friday with a sore throat and a chesty cough with fever. So I'm hoping by the end of the week they're all back at school. Let me know how your day is going in the comments. And also, may I ask, can you let me know if you can hear me properly? Because a few people have been complaining that they can't hear me. Well, not complaining, they said that they couldn't hear me. They mentioned that they couldn't hear me. And one lady in particular said, you know, it's frustrating her. So if you could let me know if you can hear me clearly or if it's muffled, and then I can sort out the volume. Because I don't know these things until people tell me. So enough resin to make 3, and that is fine. I don't want to do too many because it's just a waste of products. So I've got enough for 3, which is perfect. I'm going to do different colour tops on them. Right, so that's that. Sorry, my son, my autistic son, decided to come in the room, so I had to run to the door so quickly so he wouldn't come in. Right, that's all done now, and I will leave that with you. I'm going to stick this on the heat mat for 2 hours, and this should be cured. Once it's cured in 2 hours, I'll demold them, and then we'll do the next stage, which will be decoration. So I shall catch you later. Bye. Hi everyone, I'm back and everything is now cured. I took out this one that was on the bottom right, just because it wasn't worth doing, it was too thin. And I did think I could have actually made all 6, because I could have glued 2 of them together to make a full donut, but it doesn't matter. I'm sure you'll get the idea of what I was doing anyway. Yeah, so if I'd have glued 2 together, I would have had a full donut. What I might do is actually UV these together and just do one full donut. I really wish you guys can answer. I'd get the answer. It just make it look a bit easier because it's only half a donut. I didn't actually think they would be so shallow. I think we'll go with that. So we've got one full donut, and I'm going to use some UV resin to glue this together. I'm using the Jdiction high viscosity, which means viscosity means the thickness. So this is quite thick, so it doesn't move unless you manipulate it into position. So I'm just going to add a thin layer, and then I'll get my UV light on it and just seal the edges. I don't actually have any glue because I don't really use glue. But I think if I'm prepared to make makes like this, then glue is a necessity part of resin, I suppose. Right, I've not got gloves on, so please just bear with me. Sorry, I forgot to unpause you. So I'm basically just sealing around the edges of the donuts, so to say. That seems good. Right, so now we have one whole donut. Right, so I'm going to add some UV resin in here. And this is going to be our ice, and this will go on top of the donut. I am going to mix some of the pink mica powder from Istoyo. When adding anything to UV resin, you need to make sure that it's not opaque, because if it's too opaque it won't cure. So we are going to just add a small amount. Let's get a baby wipe. Let's give this a quick spray. Right, so I added the pink mica powder into the UV resin and got a very subtle pink. I would have liked it a little bit darker than that, but I don't think I've got anything else, and obviously I didn't want it opaque, so that will have to do. And I have a bag of craft sprinkles. These are not actually food grade. These are for craft only, so please, if you do use these or get them in the future, make sure you keep them out of the way of children, because my kids thought they were for ice cream. So just be careful with them. Right, so anything that goes down the mat can be cured with the UV light, so I'm not really bothered about that. So I'm just going to start off pouring this along the edges, and I want it to drip down. And as it drips, put your light under quickly. I'll give it a proper go with the UV light once I've done this. Oh. Be careful to keep your pot out of the UV light, because it'll just cure. At this moment in time, I'm not after anything neat. I will go over it again neater. And then we'll have to mix up some more for the top, which we don't cure straight away, as I need to add. So that's the drips done. Let's add a little bit more on this side. These porches are really strong. They're really good at. That's just had a few seconds on each one, and it's almost cured. Right, so just spray a little bit of this. This is 99% isopropyl alcohol. It's great for getting resin off surfaces, your hands, and also your skin. I couldn't do resin without it because sometimes I can be a messy worker. So another squeeze of that. And then just another little dash of this. I don't want too much. That's fine. And then we'll just give this a quick mix. My mat drives me mental, it's always sliding. Right. So I'm not worried about bubbles because you won't see bubbles with mica powder or glitter. I didn't want to add glitter because I wanted these to be quite realistic. So I've never done this before. I've never even done it in real life with actual donuts. I buy them handmade, so it saves me the job because me and baking don't mix. Right, so that's fully mixed, and I'm just gonna put this on. Like I said, anything that gets on your mat, you can just put your UV light over the top of it and it will cure it off, and you can just pull it off, no problem whatsoever. Right, so I want to try and blend this in a little bit here. Because the underneath pink is a little bit darker than the top. But that's okay, I don't mind. Right. Bit more alcohol spray. Take some scissors. I really wish I had some more to do. I would love to have. I did actually choose blue and chocolate. They would have looked really good with some more, but with these. But I'm sure I can do these again. People like food crafts. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to stick you on a time lapse while I fully cure this, and then I will be back once fully cured and show you the results. Right, so that seems fully cured, and there we have one strawberry iced donut. Let me know in the comments what you think. I think it looks pretty cool. Please like, comment and subscribe if you've not already done so. That would help my channel out so much. I really hope you liked the video, and I shall see you on the next upload. Bye.
Don't play with it, don't be dishonest. Ay, still not